Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that bang it. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Hey, wait.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. He's taking a shot on his first play. It is caught at the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
This one is up and good. Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Chased out to his right. This throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 47. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Johnston brings it in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Back now, pressure on its way. Into the hands of Gibbs. He's got it in the red zone. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. The throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Ball at the 33 for first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has it at the 7. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man in motion right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Lions facing 2nd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. That one's complete, right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff setting to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy throwing here. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Kamara's got it. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to get the Vikings the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This is reeled in by Kamara. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the air, McCarthy. That's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, Minnesota! Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Gone. Launches one deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Point after, up and good for Bates. The Lions drive their lead to 11. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And that falls incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. He's got a screen to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Able to find Hawkinson. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Call. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 40-yard line.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
On the move, headed right. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going deep this time. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Chiefs now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. We've reached the end of the 3rd. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They'll run with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
It's taken in by Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. First down throw from Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions holding on to a field goal lead. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Goff. His running back hauls it in deep right. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go. Gibbs. Scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He finds him beyond the marker. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time right. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a gain. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th. So with 35 seconds left, no question about it. They've got to find a way to recover this kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions.